where do I want to say, Brian, what
Yeah.
has been one of the most significant things that you have found relief in since the pandemic starting? So, for example, I've had a lot of events be canceled that I've gotten refunded for that I have
Hmm.
felt relieved from, which has made me realize, I probably shouldn't have signed up for these things in the first place if I'm so relieved that they're canceled. Like I'm wondering, what have you learned about yourself where it's kind of showing you like not being able to do it now, but you being relieved by that not being a possibility anymore? Like, have you had any of those sort of things, realizations?
Yes. This is the year I've been really pushing myself to do uncomfortable things, to drive my business and collaborate with people and create new projects and stuff. And I've been happy with my effort. Um, but some of the things that we've been working on, I've been working on a collaboration with two other guys, and we've had to move the date twice already. And the workshop was supposed to be this Sunday, yet we only had one financial commitment to the workshop out of like say half a dozen people that were interested. So here's the here's what I find really funny. Last Friday we were working on the workshop together at the condo, and while at the same time one of them who does sales for the gym that he works at is getting calls nonstop from trainers who are freaking out about their clients canceling, members calling in to freeze their memberships, and it's just like ringing off the hook. He's just constantly trying to have to deal with these calls while we're supposed to be working on our workshop because it's coming up in a week, right? And then the other guy that we're with has all his clients online, and his one live client that he sees in person texts him and says, "I just got the virus," right? So we're like inside of this 2 hours, we're realizing how quickly this thing is taking form, right? And that's when I text you guys on the WhatsApp and said, "There's more at work here, and there's more opportunity for us to rise up to it, right?" So I told them right away that if we have to push the date, then we got to push the date. All it means that we can prepare better for our curriculum, we can recruit more people, we can spread the word more, build the brand, and I'm starting to trust more that it'll happen when it's going to happen. It'll happen
Mm.
when it's time. I was prepared to deliver on Sunday, but I'm even more excited that we have more time to work on it, right? This thing is, as far as the relief and what's been significant is that, and I had this conversation with a friend yesterday, which was, um, in some cases, the decisions are being made for us,
Mm.
right? Like, should I go to the club? Should I not go to the club? Well, now the club's closed, so you're not going to the club. So now you have to decide how you're gonna respond to that, right? And in my case, clients dropping out, um, I just have to decide what is my next move, right? And I wrote that big passage in my journal that I sent off to you guys, and that was also guiding me, saying it's what you do next. It's not what's happening. It's what you're doing next. Like it's your response that you choose that makes the bigger difference.
Yeah.
Because
Mm.
what's happening is just basically a math equation. Over time, a rising potential starts to overflow, and then it just happens, and it's what we do as a human race or as people, um, to make that a comfortable outcome or a uncomfortable outcome. Unfortunately, like you said, some people are really challenged. People are dying, um, but at the same time, we what we need to impact or take action on what we do have control over, right? In which cases, and some people are saying just stay home, follow the protocols, and and do what you can. And in my case, I'm just pushing myself to work on my online offerings, but at the same time, when I'm uninspired, I can't force it. I'm
Hmm.
learning, the lesson I'm learning, I guess to answer your question is I'm learning to not force it, to just be okay with not doing something all the time,
Hmm.
and allowing it to come in. And when it hits, you're really only going to be processing an inspired idea for about a half an hour to an hour or 2 hours, and they're going to fall flat on your face and need to break anyways. So um, it's leading up to that moment, right? Which is challenging sometimes, and that's I think what we're learning about ourselves is that we need to just surrender for a second and allow this to come in, right? That's where I was working out and I was getting angry from the workout because I was forcing myself to do it because I saw everyone else doing it on Instagram. And I thought maybe I got to step into this, right? And then I realized all I really want to do is meditate and nap and then go for a walk with the dog. And I felt
Hmm.
way better,
Yeah.
right? It's about doing you and giving yourself what you need, right? Which has been significant for me as far as decisions being made for us in some cases. And now we need to respond, right?
Mm.
Mindfully respond. That's what I've been experiencing.
Mm. Very cool.